recording. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. So inshallah, today for our some of the practice, we'll be looking at the SARF workbook, day 1 to 5, that Ustad gave us before the recognition workbook. There are some exercises that will be useful for our practice of the past tense because we didn't practice the past tenses of all the other families, and we need to do that before we go to the present tense, as well as passive to active and active to passive is another point that we need a lot of practice as well. So inshallah, we'll just start with the exercises so that we can cover as much as possible before finally starting present tense, inshallah. So we'll do one at a time, as we have two of you right now. So we'll take turns, inshallah. And what we'll do is that, for example, the first question on the first page is Aqaba. Although the exercise is saying that does it fit the Aslama family or not, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take the word and we're going to do the whole conjugation of that family. First, we'll identify the family and then we'll do the conjugation so that our practice in all of the families, past tense conjugations is quite good, inshallah. So Sister Fawzia, can you start with number 1? Aqaba. What family is this?
Okay. Can someone else start? Because I was just looking for my document. I was distracted.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. No problem at all. Sarah, can you start?
Yeah, 1 second.
Sure, sure. Take your time, no problem. It's the SARF document, day 1 to 5.
Khada is Allama, like
Yes, excellent. Shraddha, we know that it's Shraddha, so we have two families of Shraddha, the family 2, Allama family, and the family 5, the Allama family. So we're seeing the word, we know that there is no ta here, and the Shraddha is in the middle letter, so it will be family 2, Allama. Excellent. Can you do
Sister
the
Asfia,
past?
Sister Asfia, have you
Yes,
pressed the record button?
yes, it's recording.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, can you do the past tense conjugation, like the whole with Aqaba?
yeah, 1 second.
Sure.
Aqaba yu'aqibu aqiban fahuwa
No, not the
muaqibun
surf, just the past tense.
past
Just the
tense.
past tense. Like we did Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat,
Oh, okay.
Nasarata, Nasaruna. That.
Okay. Yeah. Aqaba, aqaba, aqabu, aqabat, aqabata, aqabna, aqabta,
Mm.
aqabtuma, aqabtum,
Mm.
aqabti, aqabtuma,
Mm.
aqabtunna, aqabtu, aqabna.
Excellent. Okay. Number 2, Jadala. What family is this?
Jadala is Jahada family? It's me or someone else?
Fawzia, will you do it?
I'm not
Or
ready.
Salma, anyone?
I'm not ready. Sorry.
Okay,
Can I,
okay. Then
Can
Salma,
I do?
Would you?
I will try.
Yes, please.
I will try. Jahada, yujahidu, jihadan, wa mujahidatan. Like that I have to do?
Yes, yes. We are not doing the surf sagir. We're just doing the
Okay.
past tense conjugation.
Past tense.
So jadala.
Okay. Jadala, jadala, jadalu, jadalat,
Yes.
jadalata, jadalna,
Yeah.
jadalti,
Yes.
jadaltuma, jadaltum,
Jadalta.
jadalta,
The ta
jadal.
comes first.
Okay. Jadalta,
Yes, you are
jadaltuma.
going fine.
Okay. Jadalta, jadaltuma, jadaltum, jadalti, jadaltuma, jadaltunna, jadaltu, jadalna.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Number 3. Istaqbala. Yes, Sarah, could you do that again then?
Istaqbala, istaqbala, istaqbalu, istaqbalat,
Hmm.
isbaqtalta, isbaqtalna,
Balata.
isbaqalna, balana, isbaq, istaqbalta, isbaqtaltuma, isbaq, sorry,
Yeah, just
istaqbal, tumatum,
oh, yes.
istaqbalti, istaqbaltuma, istaqbaltunna,
Yes.
astaqbalu,
No.
astaqbalna.
Now the
Istaqbalna.
ana version. Istaqbal.
Balu, istaqbalna.
Istaqbaltu.
Istaqbaltu, istaqbaltu, istaqbalna.
Yes, yes. It's a bit of a tongue twister because the
Yeah.
word itself is
What
so
is
long. So yeah, but just keep this in mind that when I do this myself, that when I'm doing the Nasara conjugation, we've done it so many times, so now we know it by heart almost. So what happens is that I just picture Nasara every time I say the word, and then I add to it the next. So if you
Okay.
have istaqbal in the beginning, so just istaqbala, istaqbala, istaqbalu. So that istaqbal you need to get at one point, and then you can make all the changes after it,
Indeed.
so that you don't uh, lose yourself in the word itself, and then of course we make some mistakes in the ending. So the harder the word, the more you need to just hold on to the first part and then just change the later. And if
Indeed.
saying it is getting a lot more difficult, then try to write it down as well as your personal practice. The more you write, the more your brain will visualize the word when you're saying it, and it reduces the risk of any mistake in that sense as well.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, but excellent work. Okay. Aqtala. What family is this?
Aslama family.
Excellent. And please do the conjugation.
Okay. Aqtala, aqtala, aqtalu,
Mhm.
aqtalat, aqtalata, aqtalna,
Mhm. Mhm.
aqtalti, aqtaltuma, aqtaltum, aqtal, aqtalti, aqtaltuma, aqtaltunna, aqtaltu, aqtalna.
Yes, but you just missed, instead of aqtalta, you said both times aqtalti. So
Yeah.
just that. And the rest is perfect. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Then iqtaraba. What family is this?
Mm. Inqalaba family.
Is there a
It
noon in
is
this family? Do you hear the noon in the word?
Mhm.
it is
Mm.
Iktaraba family, and family number, it is the 8. I think family number is 8.
Yes, yes. You see the difference between the Inqalaba family and the Iqtaraba family. They're very close and they're very similar. That's why we group them together, right?
Mhm.
When we are doing big 8 families, the way to organize your thoughts and make it easier for you to pinpoint the family, which family it is that Ustad made us group them in three groups. So the first group had the families Allama, Jahada, and Aslama. And not only that, because they were all were our families, but also the present tenses of those families all start with you, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got the second group, and the second group has two families, which are Ta'allama family and Ta'awana family, right? So again, but the present tenses are also have a in it. So tafarraqa yatafarraqu. Ta, excuse me, ta'awana yata'awanu, right?
Yeah.
Then the last group is also similar together. There are three families over there. Inqalaba, iqtaraba, istaghfara. All start with E, the E sound. Now, iqtaraba and inqalaba family are more similar together. The difference is the noon. So many words sometimes overlap between these two families, and it's difficult for us to recognize which family it is. So Stad said that if you have only the n sound, the noon sound without any ta, then that's inqalaba family, right? But if you have a word which has both a noon and a ta, then that will be iqtaraba family. And if you only have a ta after e, then it's definitely iqtaraba family.
Sister Aspia, I said number 8, but actually it is number 7. So
No,
it
inqalaba is number 7.
okay. So this is 8. Yeah. Okay. In
This
Kalaba
is
is
it.
7. This is 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we stress on the numbers? The fact behind is that in the dictionary, when we go to the dictionary, you find the words in a dictionary through the root letters. And beneath each root letter, for example, you have aqaba here, the number 1. So if you want to see its definition, what we'll do is we will do ain, qaf, ba, because these are the only three letters present. So root letters are three letters most of the time. So then we'll go to the dictionary, we'll look for ain, qaf, ba, and then underneath that ain, qaf, ba, there will be a certain numbering. With each number, the meaning will be changing. So those numbers are the family numbers, and they are assigned to certain families by the one who made the dictionaries. So we have to follow that number so that we can know that, oh, this is the meaning of this family and this is the meaning of this family, because there's differences in meaning between the families, right? So family 1 are the small 6 families that we did. They will always be the first one mentioned in the dictionaries. So that if you see the first meaning without any numbering, that is family 1. Then if you see 2, number 2, that is family 2, allama. Then if you see 3, that is family jahada. Then if you see 4, that is family aslama. Then if you see 5, it is tafarraqa, ta'allama family. Then if you see 6, it is ta'awana. 7, it is inqalaba. 8, it is iqtaraba. And 10 is istaghfara. Family 9, inshallah, we'll do when Ustad deems it uh, correct for us to do so. So just leave the family 9 for now. So inshallah, so these numberings are very important. They're not just random numbers given by Ustad or given by us. They are in the dictionaries that you will follow inshallah soon. So that's why it's important to get the numbers right too, inshallah. So then these are the three groupings. The notes that I gave in the group, the groupings are shown in that as well. So you can check from there as well, inshallah. So here, number 5, it's iqtaraba. So you don't hear the n sound. So it cannot be the inqalaba family. And it can only be the iqtaraba family, right? Because there's iq starting with a kasra and then there is a ta right after.
Mhm.
Okay, can someone do the past tense conjugation of iqtaraba? Who hasn't done it as yet? Yeah,
I will do it.
sure.
Iktaraba, iktaraba, iktarabu,
Mhm.
iktarab, iktarabat, iktarabat,
Yes.
iktarabata,
Mhm.
and ikbaratna, and
Iqtarabna.
iktarabna, yeah,
Yeah.
iktarabna, and
Mhm.
then anta iktarabta,
Mhm.
iktarabta, and ta and tuma, iktarabtuma,
Mhm.
iktarabtum,
Mhm.
and for anti iktarabti,
Excellent.
iktarabtuma,
Mhm.
iktarabtuna, and
Mhm.
iktarabtu, iktarabna.
Mhm.
Okay, done.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, the more we will do with different words, the more our focus will shift from the word to the ending. So then
Okay,
the word won't be a problem for us, inshallah. We'll just be adding the ending to any word. So
okay,
inshallah, the more we practice, the more it will be.
okay.
Okay, number 6. Lana. What family is this?
Sama family?
Yes, Aslama family. Good. And please, can you do the conjugation?
Yeah. Alana, alana, alanu, alanat, alanata, alanna, alanta, alantuma, alantum, alanti, alantuma, alantunna, alantu, alanna.
Excellent. Okay. In fa'ala. What family is this?
In Kalaba,
In Kalaba.
Yes. So can anyone do the conjugation of in fa'ala?
I'll try. Okay, bismillah.
Sure.
In let me look at the word. In faala, in fala, in falu, in fa alat, in fa alat, in fa alata, in fa
Hmm.
in fa alna,
Yes. Yes.
no, anta. In fa alta,
Hmm.
in fa altuma,
Hmm.
in fa altum,
Hmm.
anti. In fa alti, in fa
Hmm.
altuma, in fa altunna, in
Hmm.
fa altu, in fa alna.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Jazakallah. Okay. Tadhakkara. Which family is this?
This is Allama.
Okay. Allama. Does then Allama, this has tadhakkara. Is this the same as allama?
Tafarraka.
Tafarraka.
Because if you see a shadda, right, our mind automatically goes to two families, family 2 and family 5, allama and ta'allama. So if you have just the shadda, no ta, then it will be family 2 easily. But if there is a ta in the beginning and then you find a shadda, then that will only be family 5.
So this means it's past tense. Yeah, Madi.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because if we think that it's, for instance, we take it as a present tense, right? We say okay, tadhakkara is a present tense, but the problem is that ta would be the starting, like would be the beginning, but you have a in the ending.
Yeah.
So if you see the chart, ta always comes with an ending of u in present tense.
Yeah, and ending would be the something else. Yeah.
Ending would be something else. So this cannot be the present tense because no combination over there is like this. So then we'll say, okay, it's because it cannot be a present tense. Now we go back to past.
That's the first.
One more thing, that if we were confusing it with allama, remember that first allama is ta should be tu. If it was allama family, then it should be the present tense
yeah,
marker
yeah,
is
it's a
who.
two. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that also should remind us that it is not.
Okay. So can you do the conjugation, please?
Yes, we can try.
Sure.
So tazakkara, tazakara,
Hmm.
tazakkaru,
Hmm.
tazakkarta,
No.
tazakkartuma,
Tadakkarat.
tazakkar, tazakkarat,
Huh.
tazakkarat, tazakkartuma,
Wait.
tazakkartun.
First, you did the first line excellent, completely correct. Tadakkara, tadakkara, tadakkaru. Now
Yes.
go to the here, third person.
Tazakkarat,
Yes, and then
tazakkar, tazakkartuma. No, tazakkara,
no.
tazakkara, same thing like in the top first line. The
No. No, that's the
huma,
difference. Yes.
huma
Huma,
is same
although
thing.
both are huma, but
Same.
you have tadakkarat. So you will add alif to tadakkarat. So it will become tadakkarata.
Karata. Okay, tazakkarata. Tazakkarat.
Tadakkarata. No, don't stretch
Tazakkarate.
the raw. Don't stretch the raw.
Tazakkarate.
Yeah, I'll write it for you. I'll just show you. I know you understand, but because reading the word is as important as writing it, so I'll just write it here. You have tadakkarat, right,
So
in the second
only
line.
ta will be straight, not the raw.
Yes, excellent. So we will have tadakkarata. Alif is after ta, so we will stretch it to 2 counts after ta because this is the mad, alif mad. But there is no stretch after the ra, right? And then this makes it different than tadakkara, which is the masculine huma, and this is the feminine huma. So inside doer is the same, just there is difference in the ta, and this will happen in every word, past tense word. Okay, so tadakkarat, tadakkarata.
Tazakkarata, tazakkaratna,
No, tadakkarna.
tazakkarna,
Yes.
tazakkarna, then anta, tazakkarta,
Excellent.
tazakkartuma,
Yes.
tazakkartunna,
Tum.
tazakkartum,
Yes.
then tazakkarti,
Yes.
anti, tazakkarti, antuma, tazakkartuma, antunna, tazakkartunna.
Excellent.
Ana,
Yes.
tazakkartu,
Yes.
nahnu tazakkarna.
Excellent. Good. See, just keep the word intact, right? The initial word that we had was what we had, tadakkara, right?
Yes.
So this is the initial word. This is the hua version. Now, what only changes is the endings change.
Endings.
This will remain the same except for this haraka over here. That's it. So it will be tadakkara, right? Tadakkara, tadakkaru, tadakkarat, tadakkarata. And then from the hunna version, we put jazam on the last letter. So then it becomes tadakkarna. And after it, it remains till the end. So inshallah. So alhamdulillah, you did great, mashallah. So
Jazakallah khairan.
just keep in mind that always the word itself will remain the same. Okay. Now the document number 9. What family is this?
Aslama.
Aslama family.
Okay, we've done a lot of Aslama family.
Mhm.
So we'll do something that we haven't done. Number 10, Tawanna. What family is this?
Tawanna family.
Tawanna.
Or Tasala also, Ustad.
Yes. Our family
Number 5.
6.
Family 5.
No, family 6.
I think it is
Family
6.
6.
6.
6.
Tafaraka is 5.
Inshallah. So I'll write the groupings and the numbers again in the group, inshallah, after our session, so that you can remember that. Just keep it in front of you and revise it as such, so that inshallah you'll know which family and which number inshallah go together. Okay. So Tawana. Can somebody do the conjugation for Tawana?
If
Okay,
no
I
one
will
is,
do.
yeah, go ahead.
Tawana, Tawana, Tawanu, Tawanat, Tawanata, Tawanna, Tawanta, Tawantuma, Tawantum, Tawanti, Tawantuma, Tawantunna, Tawantu, Tawanna.
Excellent. And just it's just a reading rule, otherwise the conjugation is perfect. It is ta'awana, right? So
Okay,
we have to stretch 2 counts, so that we
okay,
know that an ain and alif have to be different from each other in pronunciation, so that we cannot miss the ain, nor can we miss the alif, inshallah. So that's just a reading
Tawana,
rule. Yes.
like that.
Tawana. Tawana.
Ta'awana. Exactly. Okay,
Okay, I will
let's
try once more.
sorry.
Can I try once more?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Tawana,
Mm,
Tawana,
mm,
Tawanu,
mm,
Tawanat,
mm,
Tawanata,
mm,
Tawanna, Tawanta,
mm,
Tawantuma,
mm,
Tawantum,
mm,
Tawanti,
mm.
Tawantuma, Tawantunna, Tawantu, Tawanna.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Jazakallah
Sister
khair.
Asfia, can we also do the present tense of these words? Just like,
Actually,
yeah,
we will do the present tense. I just want to focus on
okay.
the past tense, and we'll just we've done all the families in this, so we will move on to the next exercise, which is
We
on
didn't do
page 2.
we didn't do jahada in that. There was one word for jahada. Can we?
No, we did Jadala.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
No,
we've
jahada.
done that.
Jadala. Okay, okay,
Yeah, the same family. So that's why
okay, okay,
I'm trying to move on to the next.
okay.
In short, the page 2, the last exercise on page 2. And it is, if it's a fail, write the inside pronoun. If it's masdar, write n if it doesn't fit any. Okay. We'll just identify the family, whether it's a fail, a past tense, or a masdar, and then we'll go to the next exercise. So number 1, aqabtum. What is this? Is this an ism or a fail?
How to
It is.
identify whether it is Isam or Raphael?
It is a fail.
Sister, how
And
to
why do you
identify?
say it's
Past tense fail.
Because this end with sukun and don't have any sign of being ism.
Mm-hmm.
yes, and because of the ending as well, tum.
Sukun, yeah, tum.
So it, yeah, okay. So yes, it is a fail. And which family it is from?
This is Allama family.
Excellent. And what's the inside doer?
Inside door is Hua. No.
The ending is tum. So what will be
Okay,
the
tum.
inside?
Antum.
Yes, yes, excellent.
Antum.
Hua would have been, what would have
No,
hua been of this?
it would be Akaba.
Excellent,
Akab.
exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, akaba. It would have been akaba. Okay, number 2. Ajdaltu. Is this an ism or a fail?
It's failed.
Okay. And what family?
It's Aslama family.
Yes. And what is the inside doer here?
Anna.
Excellent. Okay. Then you have number 3.
Jahada,
Okay.
present
First
tense.
fail or ism?
Jahada, present tense.
Mm-hmm. And what is the inside doer?
It is Hova.
Mm-hmm. Good. So I think there are there are some present tenses here. So anyways, okay. Number 4, qitalan.
It is ism
Why is it an ism?
because it's the tanwin.
Tanveen at the end.
It is
Yes.
masdar. Masdar. It is masdar.
Yes, it is masdar of the family 3. Jahada yujahidu jihadan. Okay. Then what is the 4 properties of this ism?
Okay, this is nasab
Hmm.
and nasab masculine
Hmm.
and what is the meaning? Kitalang, what is the meaning? Is
Yeah, meaning is
single.
to fight.
So
Or
singular, masculine singular,
hmm.
and then common.
Yes, excellent.
And from the meaning in this particular, since it's masdar, it can be fighting. The
Yes.
masdar would be
Yes.
fighting.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Okay. Then we have number 5. What is this? An ism or a fail?
Ism.
It is an ism.
Yes. And which family does this belong to?
It is alama,
Yes.
taliman. It matches
Yes.
with that.
Yes. Taliman. And what are the 4 properties of this ism?
Someone else wants to do it.
Okay, so this is jar and masculine, singular, common.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Lan. What is
Number?
this?
Which number?
Number 6. Number 6.
Okay. If no one is doing, I'll do it. But if anyone else wants to do it.
Yes. Can anybody else wants to do?
Is it Aslama family?
Yes, it is Aslama family.
Past tense and for nahnu.
Excellent. Okay. In fa'alat. What is this? An ism or a fail?
Fail.
Okay. And what family is this?
Again, Aslama.
Family 7.
Family 7. Yes. In qalaba. In fa'ala. And what is the inside doer in this word?
Feminine. She.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Great. Okay. And what is number 8? A fail or a ism?
Is a
Isam?
fail. Fail.
Okay, somebody
Fail.
said ism. Just wanted to know, why did you think it was an ism?
Because of Una ending, I told, but I don't know whether it is Isam or fail.
Okay. Yeah, just because, of course, any word can be anything, because we do not know all the words yet, but just because of the una ending.
Una ending?
And
Yes,
to
una ending,
beginning.
it might throw you off that you have a beginning, sorry, it might be an ism, it might be the Muslim chart. But then first for that, because you have more signs for present tense, you have the
Mm-hmm.
beginning as well as the ending. So first go through the present tense. If nothing matches, then it's no doubt 100% an ism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
this
the
is
main,
the
what
present
is the main
tense.
difference between the Isam and fail? I am unable to catch it.
Okay, there are many differences actually, because there are so many words. For example, if you see the Muslim chart, right? The
Mm.
simplest form of ism is Muslimun.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got the tanween there, so it's very easy to see, okay, tanween is a sign of ism, so it will be an
Yeah.
ism. But of course,
Yeah.
we do not have only that word as an ism. You have the whole Muslim chart. And not only
Mm-hmm.
that, then you have the light Muslim chart as well, right? So
Yeah.
that word takes on a lot of shapes. So the more
Mm.
we study and the more we go through these words, the more we become familiar with what shapes can an ism take and what
Mm.
shapes can a fail take,
Okay.
right? Because this is the
Mm.
first time we are doing like this, that without the dictionary, without the meaning, we are trying to figure out what words are. We
Mm-hmm.
usually in the beginning, the other courses that we did with Baigena, we were
Mm.
told that this was an ism, this was this, then we were told to use the dictionary, and it became very easy for us. But
Mm-hmm.
that led to the problem that when we went to the Quran, we couldn't get to the words if we didn't know the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So this strategy that Ustad is doing right now, it's very helpful, because even though we do not know the meanings of most of these words, we can still see the markers, we can still see the signs and do them. So here, una ending is with both the ism and the fail. So here we have to see whether the beginning matches or not. So if the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and the ending combination you have in the present tense chart, then you will go with the present tense.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it does not match any word or any beginning or ending in the present tense word, then you can safely say that this is one of the isms.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Okay.
one of the so the signs, I've sent the notes in the group. Go through
Mm-hmm.
them. The ism one is by someone else who was taking the class, and those are the stars' words in there. So inshallah, go through that. And the more we'll do the exercises like this, the more we'll get familiar with what is ism and what is fail. Inshallah.
Potential.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, so now we've decided that this is the present tense, to the kiruna. Now we
Mm-hmm.
have to see what family this is. Does it belong to the small 6 families or the big 8 families?
Big eight
How we
families.
do
Big eight
that?
family. Allama
Yes,
It is
family.
Allama family.
yes. And I just want to give you a tip which works with every family except family 4. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm signing a disclaimer in the beginning. Okay, so we have to the kiruna. Now, this is just one of the steps in the elimination process. You've
Mm-hmm.
already identified it. That's excellent. You don't need that step. But if at any point you get a little confused and you cannot understand which family it is, so what I do personally is that I remove the signs of the present tense, the ta beginning and the una ending, I just remove them. So I am left with the, then I am left with shadda. We did the shadda yesterday, so we know that it is two cars here. One is jazm and one is, one is having the, kasra again. And then we have the ra. So how many letters are there?
4.
4.
So this cannot be a small 6 families, because the small 6 families who are versions have only 3 letters. Is this point understandable?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now the small 6 families we can eliminate. Only we have the big 8 families now. So big 8 families, then we have the groupings. The group 1 we know is F2 Allama, then F3 and onwards. So then we start going through towards all the other families. So now what family is this?
Allama.
This Allama family 2.
Yes.
And can we
excellent.
say another thing, one more thing, like for those big 8 family, only 2 family has the shadda. So if we see shadda, maybe we can
Yes,
come out like on 2. One
of
is
course.
the number on these 2. One has like number 2 has only 3 let like no ta, but other one has ta on the beginning.
Exactly. So it can only be family 2. So then it makes getting to the family very easily. Now, after getting to the family, we have done like it's family 2, right? Family 2. Okay. So now what we will do is we will again restore the past present tense. So it is, what was the word? Can somebody see in the tadhakkaruna?
Tuzakkar.
Tudakkar, yes. Tudakkiruna. This was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the inside doer of this word now?
Home.
This is tudakkiruna. So tu beginning and una ending.
Oh yeah, so not home. Then
Plural.
it is a
Masculine plural.
Yes.
yeah.
But
So
which
it is
one?
ant
Yes.
antum.
Yes, antum. So tu because of the ta. If it had been yudakkiruna,
Then would be home.
yes, then it would have been home. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll go back to the workbook. Okay. Then you've got number 9. Nu'ridu. What is this? Is it a ism or a fail?
This looks like fail.
Okay. So why do you say it looks like a fail?
Because
Does it match?
start with no,
Yes.
like Anita big, like those things in the
Yes.
beginning.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent. And it is ending with a u. So you have the nahnu. Oh, I'm sorry. I told the inside door. You have the You have the nahnu combination. So this is a fail. What type of fail is this? Past or present?
Past. No. Yeah, present.
Yes, yes. You've got a present. Okay. And what family is this?
Astama.
Yes, exactly. And how did you get to Aslama?
Because the sukun, the first root letter has sukun.
Exactly. And the sign of Madare, Noon, has a
Yeah.
Dhamma over it, and there
Yeah,
is no
Dhamma.
Shadda.
So first three family. Whenever we see the u, then it's first three family, and then
Yes, exactly. Excellent. So then, Gharraqna.
Sister, 1 minute at the previous one, can you take it? I was a little bit, when I
Yes.
was looking at it, I want to clarify my confusions. First, I was
Sure.
also thinking that perhaps it's passive. So, perhaps it's three families,
Hmm.
like the first six families. So
Hmm.
I figured out that it is not first six, because instead of new, for first six, the first letter should have fatah. So immediately it didn't stuck my mind, but later I figured that part out. And I'm just trying to remember that how in Aslama family the past tense passive looks like. So it is uslemu. So so that can you explain that? Isn't it?
Yes.
Am I right?
The
Is it
thing is,
uslemu, right?
no, it's not past tense. It is present tense.
Oh, no. So past tense. Maybe I'm aslimu. Past tense is aslimu, right?
No, look,
What
what
I'm
is the
forgetting the
active
past
past
tense is.
tense?
What did you say?
The start from the beginning. The
No, past
Aslama
passive.
family.
I think past passive. I'm forgetting. It is
Okay.
aslama. So aslama. If you make it passive, it would be
Uslima.
Uslimu, right? Okay.
For
Muslima.
Uslimu. Yeah,
Muslima.
it would be Uslimu. So
No,
I think
no, it's
that.
not Uslimu, Fawzia. It's not Uslimu.
Okay, I'm forgetting that. Tell me what it
Yes,
is.
yes. What's happening here is just a second. Just a second.
No,
Let me write it down
no,
here so
no.
it's clear.
I just want to know that am I remembering it right? That in Aslama family, the passive of Aslama is Uslimu, right? Or not?
No,
Muslima.
no.
Okay.
You see, that's where the confusion is. The thing is that in the past tense, the Hua version that we're doing, Aslama, it will
Mm-hmm.
always have a fatah at the end,
So
both in
okay, so
active
okay, so
and
okay,
in
yeah,
passive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it
Okay,
will be
now I remember. Okay,
Lima.
Uslima. Okay, so that I didn't remember right.
Yeah.
Uslima.
So
Okay,
Aslama, Yuslimu. Hua
okay,
version of
okay.
present tense will always have u, and then in the past, in the passive present, it will be yus, because you is already there even in the active. So this will
Uh,
remain same. And what
uh-huh.
we just need to do is we need to put this fatah here, because is the passive form of present tense. But this, the ending harakat will remain the same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that, but when at that moment, I didn't remember that. So
Yes.
it is Uslima. Okay, so okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So yeah, let's see, where were we? The document. Okay. So the haraka, if for example, in the Hua version of the past tense, both in active and present, you've got Hua version with a fatha. And then in the present tense, normal version, you will always have a u ending with huwa version, with ana version, with nahnu version. So it will be u ending, both in the present and the past tense, the so active and the passive. So only the middle letter harakat change. The last ones remain the same. So here you had no, redo. So this was active because E does not belong in the passive. And the passive of this would have been no, radu. So just the middle haraka would have changed and the rest would have been the same. Okay. Now we've done most of this. So we'll move on to the active passive so we can have a little time. It is a few pages later. Yes, it is day 3 in the workbook. Has everybody got the day 3 page?
This is from the incentive one, right?
Yeah, intensive SARF day 1 to
Okay.
5
Yeah.
workbook that we got. So it is
Oh,
page
okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is page 6.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm following your screen because I don't have with me.
Okay, sure, no problem. Convert the following past tense into passive forms. So first we will do the family and then we will do the passive. So it's easier to do once you have the family, it's easier to do the passive because we know how it will go. So Nazzala, what is the family, please?
Allama family.
Okay. And what will be the passive?
Past passive. Ullima.
Yes, put it on this word. Nazzala.
Nuzzila.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, number 2. Qatala. What family is this?
Jahada.
Yes.
It is Jahada
And
family.
what is the past passive? Past passive?
Utila.
Qutila. Excellent. From Juhida. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. In Hamara. What family is this?
In Qalaba.
Araba.
Yes. In Qalaba family. And what will be the past passive? Passive.
There is no passive, right?
Excellent. Because the family 7 has no passive. So just write NA. Ijtanaba. What family is this?
Iqtaraba family. Iqtaraba family.
Taraba.
Yeah, because ist isn't there before the aged, right? We have to have E and seen and ta. That will never change. That is the beginning of family 10 and it will always be intact. No other letter can replace this. All the letters, all the root letters of the word that is coming from that family come after ist. So here, although it sounds the same as ijt, but it doesn't have the seen here, so we won't consider it as family 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And ijtanaba iqtaraba family, what will be the passive, past passive?
Us takbira.
No, you're going to the family 10. We're not doing family 10. It's ijtanaba iqtaraba. It's family 8. Do you have the family?
Ujtuniba.
No. Yes, ujtuniba.
Yujtan.
Ujtuniba.
We are only doing the past passive.
Oh,
Passive. Yeah. My English is going into tongue twisting mode as well. So yeah, so ijtanaba, iqtaraba, and ui sound in the past passive. So we have uqturiba, and this will become
Ujtuniba.
ujtuniba. Okay, and if we have time in the end after doing these words, we'll do the passive conjugation as well. For example, if you have in hamara and then you say the it doesn't have a passive, sorry. If you have qatala, then you have qutila as passive. So you do the whole conjugation with qutila. Qutila, qutilu, qutilat, qutilata, qutilna, qutilta, qutiltuma, qutiltum. Right? The whole passive past conjugation, the same as the active one with just the passive word. Inshallah. Okay, then we'll do number 5. Nafaka we've already done. So we'll move to number 6. Tanaza'a. What family is this?
Tasa'ala.
Ta'ahada.
Yes. And family number 6. And what will be the past passive?
Tu
Tunazi'u.
Tu'owina.
Yes. The two families, we have two families that have alif in them. It is the Jahada family and it is the Tawanna family. And when we have passive form for those, the alif will change into waw. So it will be tu'udina. And the passive past of tanaza'a would be tunuzi'a.
Tunisia.
and it's active.
Yes, Fawzia, any question?
Yeah, its mudaria would be yeah, ta, yeah, yata, yata. It is family again, tasala. So okay, it is yata na za a, right?
Yatanaza'u. No.
Mm.
Yatanaza'u.
Yeah,
U
ooh,
and nun.
okay, yeah, yatanaza, ooh, yeah.
Yes.
So in the
Fatta
passive,
fatta
the beginning
Dhamma.
would change. In passive would be yutanaza, ooh. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, the passive. I'm talking about passive of the present tense.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
press.
Yeah.
But for now, let's not go towards the present
Okay.
because
Okay.
just focus on
Okay.
the past and inshallah, because then only a little confusion will start
Okay. Okay.
because the patterns are different, inshallah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then we have the same with tadahara. Okay, now number 8. Ista'dhana. What family is this?
Istakbara family. Number 10.
Istakfara.
Yes, Istakbara family. And what will be the past passive?
Usti. Na. Usta zina.
Ista'zina.
No. You see, in passive, past tense, I'm talking about past tense. What we do is that all the
Ustu.
words, all the letters get a dhamma, and the second last letter will get the kasra. So
Usta'zina.
ista'adhana, then the harakat you will replace the harakat. Let's just do this with writing so we can see it. Ista'adhana. Dhana, right? This is active past. To make passive past, what we do is this is the second last letter. First look at the second last letter. Okay, and just write the word without the harakat here. And yes, so the last haraka will remain the same as we saw. The second last letter will always have a kasra in the past tense. This is the first change that you will make. From it being fatha here, you have kasra here. Okay? Now, before it, wherever you see a haraka before it, you put a dhamma. And wherever you see the jazm, you just leave it as it is. So here you've got E on the first letter. So this will become U.
Oh.
Then Seen has a jazm, so that will remain the same. Os. Then you have another haraka on ta, you will change it to a dhamma. And then you have hamza with a jazm, that will remain the same. So ista'adana would become ustu'dina. So only the harakat will change. If you have any sukoon in the word, it will remain the same. And the second last letter will always have kasra in the past passive. And all of the harakat before that word, before that letter, before the second last letter, all the harakat will change to dhamma. These are the two things you need to do to make a past active fail into a past passive fail.
So, sister, is this for family or for all families?
All
No, to
family.
اختلف only also.
So,
Just
for all
yeah,
families,
we'll
for
let's see if it works for all families. Let's see. Now we'll start with family 2. Allama. Right?
Mhm.
You write the word. The last one remains the same.
Same.
What is the second last letter? This lam with a shadda.
Lam
So we'll put a kasra here. And what is before it? Only one letter with a fatha, so we make it dhamma.
Hmm.
So it works for family 2, right? So we
Yes.
put a tick on family 2. Now we'll do family 3. Family 3. Jahada. Right?
Yes.
We take the second last letter.
Kasra.
We write the word. We put the kasra here. This remains the same because we don't touch the last letter, only the second one. And before it, we have fatha here. So we put up dhamma here. But there is no way that we can read this word. Jua, we cannot read this word like that. So what happens is they change it so that flow remains. So it becomes juhida. Okay?
Yes.
So it works for this too. Then we move on to family 4. Now we are just talking about past passive. This is past passive. Just keep this in mind. Aslama. Then we write the word. What is the second last letter here?
Lam.
Okay, so what we will do with lam?
Kasra.
Okay, we'll leave the last letter as it is. Then seen has a jazm. What will we do with the seen?
It stays same. Jazm
Okay.
stays same.
And then what will happen to the hamza?
U.
Oh.
Yes. See, so it works for family 4 as well. Okay, now let's go to family 5. You have tafarraqa. So we write it as this. Okay, so last letter we don't change. What is the second last letter?
Ra. Ra will have kasra.
We'll have kasra. And what will happen to fa?
Fa will be get dhamma.
And ta?
Also dhamma.
Dhamma.
Yes. Tafarraqa, tufurriqa.
Tufurriq.
So this works for
Okay.
family 5 as well. Now let's go to family 6. Family 6 is ta'awana, tasa'ala, whatever you easily comes to you, no problem. Okay, so we will write it ta'awana, we will write the word. So again,
So,
what happens to the last letter?
Same,
Last letter in the
same,
sense root letter, sister.
same.
Sorry?
Last letter in the sense, I mean second last root letter like lam kalma. We have to take like that.
No, just with the word,
Mm-hmm.
because we are doing the Hua versions. If we have the
Yeah.
other versions, we'll do with those as well. I'm just going through the Hua versions right now,
Okay.
right? I'll do
Okay.
if you have, like, for example, first let's do the Hua versions. I don't want to mix everything up. I'll do all the rest of the words as well.
Okay.
So you have ta'awana. So we leave the last letter. We go to the second last. What will happen to the second last letter?
Kasra.
Kasra.
Okay. And then what will
The
happen
rest
to
of them are
ain?
u and u.
Okay. But then tu'avinu, tu'avina, we can't read it.
So
What
we
will
have to make
happen then?
we have to make
to
wow.
Uvino.
Vina.
Yes, so tu'uvina. The alif will change into wow.
Wow.
Tu'uvina. Okay?
Yes.
So here we can put shadda, right? To uvina,
No.
because two vowels are there.
Yes, just a second. You are right. Tu'uvina. But over here, they did not make it into a shadda. They just left it as this. So we are going to leave it as this as well. Although you can,
Okay.
it's technically you can have a shadda here, but the shadda rule does not work everywhere. So we just have to follow their lead, how they go through the words.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Then you have family 7. You don't have the passives for family 7. We go to family 8. Family 8 is iqtaraba. Okay, so again we leave the last letter as is. What happens to the second last letter?
Kasra.
Kasra.
Kasra. And then what happens to the others? What happens to
Dhamma.
ta?
Dhamma.
Okay. And what happens to qaf?
Sukun.
As it is.
As it is. Excellent. And what happens to the hamza?
Dhamma.
Dhamma. Uqturiba. So it works for family 8 as well. Family 10. Last of the big 8 families. Istaghfara. So we have istaghfara. Okay. So what will happen then here?
So Ras
Istaghfira.
Second letter, kasra.
Yes.
and Sukun stays as it is.
Yeah.
So Sin will get Dhamma and Hamza will get Dhamma.
Yes, because this is just an istaghfara. Okay. Okay, let's do some other words from the same families which are not the Hua version. So that
Alhamdulillah, you make it easy for us.
Jazakallah khair. You have,
Jazakallah, we are confident now. Otherwise, always confusing.
you have patience to explain.
No, Alhamdulillah. And the thing is that what I keep telling everybody is that actually it is more of practice for me than it is for you,
Okay,
because I
But still,
completely
you are
omitted
all.
a lot of stuff before.
Mr. Asfia, can you give us the words? Then we'll do it for practice.
Sure, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do
Ajitaniba.
I've written that on the screen. Akabu. What family is this?
Aqabu.
this Allama.
Yes. First, actually, I should have asked if it's past or present. Then
This
we
is
would have done.
this is past.
Yes, because you have the past ending. And then
Yes.
what we do is we hide the past ending and we just focus on the what is left. Now, from here, you can tell which family is this?
Allama.
Yes, Allama, exactly. Okay, so this is done. We know it's family 2. Then how can we change this
So
into
last is same, and the second to the last letter get kasra, and first letter get u, damma.
okay, so the last letter remains the same. The second last letter gets kasra.
And first letter get
Dhamma.
damma and damma.
Ulbu. Allama. No.
Which
Sorry,
ba
sorry,
is the
sorry.
last letter?
Sorry. Yes. That's again
Yeah.
my mistake.
That
This is where,
Ukibu.
exactly, this is where we needed
Okay.
to change. So, akabu. Okay.
Keep.
Yes, akabu. So what happens is the ending,
This for
I haven't
fluency.
touched it. The ending will remain the same, right? But for
Yes.
us, this is the last letter. So
Last
what will
letter
happen is this will remain the same. This will change into a,
kasra,
and this will change into a
damma.
Dhamma.
dhamma. So this is something that we need to practice. So we'll do more words here. Okay.
Can we go to the workbook? There are already words there. We can practice from those,
Okay, sure.
if it's okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Okay, let's go to the document. Page 6. Let's do. Actually, these are all Hua versions, basically. These are all Hua versions.
But there are in other exercises where it's not passive exercises, the family exercises. There, I think there might be some other versions. We can use those words.
Actually, there are not. In these, there are not. I don't know why.
So we'll make them like home versions. We'll make them home versions.
Yeah. So give me a word. I'll make any version of it, and then we'll do it, right? So that just a second.
First, we can do Hova version. That would be easy also, and then home version of the same word.
Yes, just a second. I have inadvertently. Okay. I'll do the whiteboard. Okay, give me a word from the exercise, please, on page 6. Or was it 7? Any word in the active past tense word.
فرقة.
We've done the Akaba family, right? Some other word if possible.
On which page are
I
they
cannot see
present?
the document, so you'll have to tell me.
بوريخة.
That is already past tense. Let me just see the document. Just a second. I'll see the document myself. Okay. We were on page 6 and we were doing. Okay. The word is taqatta'a.
Screen is not shared.
Are you seeing the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do taqatta'tuma. Qatta'tuma. So yeah. So what is this? A past tense ending or a present tense ending?
Past tense ending.
Yes. So we will remove the past tense ending. So our last letter will become this.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
Just a
Yeah.
second. My son's class has started. I'll go to the other room. Okay. Taqatta'tuma. So what we do is we separate it from the ending, and Ain becomes the last letter. So
Stay same.
write all the letters here. This will remain the same. Tuma will be the same. So this is the last letter. So this is our second last letter. What will we do with this letter?
Kasra.
Kasra.
Okay. And what will we do with the first two letters?
U.
Dhamma.
So you've got tuqutti'tuma is the passive form of taqatta'tuma. Okay. Let's do another word. Ijtanabutunna. Is it past or present?
Past.
Okay. What family is this?
اقترب.
Excellent. Iqtaraba family. So now we have to make the passive. So we
Can I try? Can I try?
sure.
Okay. So the middle root letter is noon. That gets a kasra. So it is ujtu ni nibna. Nib and whatever the nibtunna.
So what happens is that we have Jim, then we have Ta, Noon, Ba, then again Ta, then Noon. So tunna will remain the same. And this makes ba the last letter, which also remains the same. And the second last letter will be the noon. You were correct. And we take the kasra. Ta will get the dhamma. Jim has a jazm, so it will remain a jazm. And E would become U. So from ijtanabutunna, you get ujtunibutunna as the passive past tense. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we'll do a few more words. Okay. Okay, who will do this? Istaghfaru.
أستغفر.
Yes. So we make this separate. This becomes a last letter. It will remain the same. This will become a kasra. This will become damas. And the jazms will be the same. So then we'll have ustofiru. Excellent. Okay. Let's do another word. Mm, tasa'alna.
Su'alna.
No, you missed one haraka.
تسألنا.
No. What? Okay, let's do this as we did. Tasa'alna.
Allah. E. Okay, can I try? Can I try?
Sure.
Okay, middle root letter is E, gets a kasra, E.
Hmm.
Tusu, ilna.
Yes, this becomes the wow.
And
So,
yeah, tusu, ilna.
Excuse me, what are we doing now? I was out of the Zoom.
okay, no problem. We were making past passive from different forms of past active.
Okay.
Here
Oh.
is na is not the attached pronoun.
No, it is past part of the word. Why? Because if, for instance, let's do with the active. So, yeah. So you have a word and you don't know if it has an attached pronoun or if it is a part of the word. What we did was we break the word then. What we do is there are two ways. Either we can go through the whole chart, right? And see if we have an ending like this, or what we do is we do this. Tasa al plus
No.
na. We break the word. Now, then we check this word, tasa al. Do we have a jazm ending in the past tense chart?
No.
No. Then this cannot be a separate word than this. So this is one word, and this is not an attached pronoun. It is part of the word. Okay?
Okay.
If we had broken the word and we had found this first word ending in the past tense chart, then it definitely would have been a attached
Attached
pronoun.
pronoun.
And
So that,
another hint would be, we were just doing conjugations of past tense. That's this sukoon comes in the past tense, like nasarna.
yes,
So the sukoon comes on the last letter
yes,
in the past
yes.
tense.
Sukoon is one of the signs as well that it is a past tense. So, like I said before, there are many ways to go to an answer, and until and unless it is correct, all the ways are correct. Okay,
Jazakallah.
and let's do a few more words. Then, inshallah, by 2 o'clock, we'll wrap it up so that, inshallah, tomorrow we'll do the present tense. Not tomorrow, next week, inshallah, we'll do the present tenses as well. Okay. Then we have, let's see,
Sister
another word.
Asfia? Sister
Yes,
Asfia? So this week, Friday or any other day wouldn't work for you, right?
actually, the thing is, my husband is out of town for 3 days, and
Okay.
then he works another day or two. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, these 3 days are the only days that he is at home.
No,
So
no worries. I just was
yeah,
asking that in case, so you let us know in case any other day would work for you sometime.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever you are doing a session, just ask me if I'm free at that time. And if I
Okay.
respond, I'm free at that time, I'll just join the session then.
Oh, okay. You're so sweet. So no, like on Tuesday, you can tell us that if you're available any other day, that we don't want to bother you otherwise.
Oh, no, no
Okay.
problem at all. Just message me, because if I don't answer, then of course it means that I can't join. So whenever you have a session, just message me, because sometimes I'm outside driving my sons to their practices and I'm in the car for an hour. So I can do a session in that too. So it depends on what I'm doing at that time when you are doing a session.
Okay.
Inshallah,
Okay.
we can
Okay.
coordinate
Okay.
in
Okay.
that way.
Thank you. Thank
No
you.
problem at all. Okay, then the next word we'll take from um, okay. First, is this a past or a present?
This is present, past.
Yes, this is past.
Past.
And why? It looks like a present because of the hamza in the beginning. And what we did was, whenever we have a word with a hamza, we change the order a little. We first check whether it's a present tense or not, and then if it's not, then only we go to the past tense. So we'll go to the present tense chart. So a and tunna, do you have that combination in the present tense chart?
No.
No, we don't have that in the present tense chart. So it is not a present tense. And so we'll go back to the past tense chart. So past tense chart, alam tunna. So we will separate the
Olim.
tunna.
It will be
Yes, we'll
olim
separate the
tunna.
tunna. Yes, so olim tunna. This will become a dhamma. This will stay a jazam. This is the second last letter. So it will
Kasra.
be a kasra. Olim tunna will be the passive. Excellent.
Alama yu'limu, so u'limu, like that.
Yes. Aslama uslimu. Aslama uslima.
Sister Asfia, I can't
Yes.
remember the word. There was a word that we just did, which had no, it wasn't Hova version, but it has on the third letter, third root letter, there was Adamma. So can you think of a word that you put it and in the beginning if there is alif with hamza? Because they can be a little confusing. They look like present tense.
Present
Because
tense.
we just do past tense with when something was getting attached, it had like oo at the end, like with before una or something, there was an oo. I think we did
Aslamu.
one word. Okay, let's do with aslamu. We can do that. So
Sure.
if one we can, if in case we mix this up, because we see the present tense sign, if we think that I know it is aslama, but in this, okay, if our mind just thinks, okay, it's a present tense size, is ooh, we see. So how to resolve that?
Okay,
That
aslamu.
it is past tense, it's not present tense. Yeah.
Yeah, so aslamu, we have the a beginning and the u ending. So do you have this a beginning and u ending in the present tense chart?
Okay.
You see you open the present tense chart and you match the a beginning. We have a beginning in the present tense chart, right? The ana version. And what is the ending of that word?
Ansuru.
It is not there.
Yes, so you have a and the ending is u, just the dhamma, u. But over here we have letters. So is this the same as this?
Okay, so
No.
we need to remember that the present is here. So in that case, if we were making ana version, aslamu, so it would be like yaslama, yaslamu. So from aslamu, wouldn't we? How would we write it?
Okay, aslamu. Then this
Yuslim, it is here version is Yuslimu. Okay.
yeah, so aslama and you have aslamu, right?
Yes.
And for present tense, we know it's yuslimu.
Okay. So okay. It is okay.
And then what we'll do is yuslimuna will be the home ending.
And with ana version would be Uslemu and Uslemuna. Okay.
Uslimu. No, there's no
No.
uslimuna. Just
Yeah,
uslimu.
there's no. It's just Uslemu. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you're saying I understand. This question was asked with from me before as well. Just a second.
Yeah,
Let me just
because
erase all
sometimes
these.
this I'm trying to picture it in my mind with, but Hamza to this
Okay,
Hamza
so you have
sometimes confused with.
yes, aslama and uslima are the active and passive past tenses. The present tense a version as a active is aslamu. Aslimu, sorry.
Aslimu, yeah. So
And
the kasra here helps us.
passive would be aslamu. This is active present. This is passive present. This is active past. Hua version. This is passive past. Hua version. This is ana versions both. Okay. So you see how important it is to read the Quran with the correct harakas, because even one haraka out of place will change the meaning of the word.
Sister here,
Yes, that's true.
the active past, it is aslama, right?
Active past is yes, aslama.
Aslama. Then it is yuslimu. In the table, it has given like that. Yuslimu.
Oh yes,
Aslama yuslimu islaman
Jazakallah.
fahuwa muslimun.
Yes, these are will be. Oh, again I apologize. Jazakallah khair. I had those wrong.
In uslima, uslima is past present uslima.
Yes.
उस्लिमा passive past फिर उसके
Yes.
बाद है युस्लमु. Instead of u it has been given you yuslamu.
Yuslimu, but in the present tense, yuslimu, the ana version will start with a hamza. So it will be uslimu. After yuslimu, it will be uslimu, and yuslamu would be the present passive. So the ana version in the passive would be uslamu.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to quietly do some more practice of this so that we don't
Yes.
confuse.
What is the easiest way to practice is take, for example, can I erase this? Has everybody written it down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just erase this so we can. So we can just see how to practice, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. So for example, take Allama family, right? First. And we haven't done the small 6 families because the passives are all the same for those, and they are like the Aslama family. So I don't think so we need to separately practice for them, but inshallah we'll touch them later on. Okay, so Allama, then you do the whole active past tense conjugation. Then what you do is you do Ulima, which is the passive past tense. Then you go to the, you go to the yu'allimu, active present. You do the whole conjugation. Then yu'allamu, you do the passive present conjugation. So the more you do the conjugations, the more you practice the conjugations, the more you will get a hang of what sounds right. Sometimes only sounding right can tell you what a word is if you have enough practice, right? So inshallah, so do this with all the families as a personal exercise for you, and it will really help you in doing so. Active past, passive past, then active present, passive present, you do for all the families.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. So inshallah, we'll wrap up here. And next time, inshallah, what we'll do is we'll start with the present tense, inshallah, of all the families, and the present tense exercises in the workbook as well as in the SARF workbook that we did today, inshallah. So any more questions or anything else anybody wants to ask before we go?
No.
Okay. So inshallah, we'll end it here. And any questions, any other queries you have, always inshallah, put them in the group and we'll go through them in the group so everybody can benefit, inshallah. So we'll end it here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum
Assalamu
assalam
alaikum.
wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, sister.
Jazakallahu khairan.
Wa
Jazakallahu jannah.
iyyakum wa iyyakum.
It has been really helpful. Thank you.